Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Regina Chris-Ogbodo. Yes, today we're talking lifestyle, and I titled this Let's Talk. So what am I talking about today? We're going to talk about consoling bereaved people. Now you'll be wondering why I decided to take this topic. Maybe I'll have some time one day and explain to you, but I have experienced bereavement, and I understand to a very, very high degree how people get consoled and not exactly what's supposed to be. Well, shout out to those people, a lot of them, few people that I still remember some of their consolation, words of consolation or just presence that made a whole lot of good for me. But there are other ones that meant so well, but you know, it was like they loved me, but they didn't really understand how to convey that love at that very particular moment. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. Now first, a bereaved person, we must understand, is someone that has really, and I like the reason why when we use the word loss, it's someone that has lost a friend, a brother, or a confidant, or a breadwinner, or anybody that means so much to him or her. We must understand that bottom line is a huge loss that no one, including the one consoling, can feel the space. No matter what you do, especially in that trying moment that we always use the word, trying moment, you cannot do anything except to find the best way to console. Now there's this thing that you find people that are bereaved experience at the first time is shock. They are shocked even if, no, I know there are some instances that people go through, maybe the reason for the death could be, or the loss could be as a result of prolonged illness, but there are quite a lot of them, or us, let me put it that way, that went through it as a result of you did not expect it. It was not in your radar, you never wrote it down, you didn't want it to happen, you were not praying for it, but it then happens. And of course the first reaction would be that of a huge shock, irrespective of the age, irrespective of the religious status, and irrespective of the professionalism. It could be even a counselor. The first thing you find a person that is bereaved goes through is that shock. And of course the next moment is that of unbelievability. You do not want to accept. You just don't want to believe that my husband is gone, my wife is gone, my son is gone, my daughter, or whoever that is so close to you. And then the people keep trickling in, coming in to console, with every sense of wanting to console. And so what do? In Africa, unfortunately, and I must buttress that again, we find our people trying to tell the bereaved not to cry. Not to cry? You know, I had that experience, and they're like, why are you crying? Why are you crying? You know where he's going, you know where she's going, you just have to take heart. Honestly, can I come straight on? You don't need to tell a bereaved person not to cry. Because in itself, I'm not a medical expert, but I've been told that crying, and I've experienced it, crying has a way of unburdening the pain. It's a sharp, deep pain that nobody can experience. I just wish no one experiences it. And in case you find yourself experiencing it, that is how it goes. Don't tell a bereaved person not to cry. Please and please, I must say that again. Don't tell a bereaved person not to cry. And we get to hear some people say, they might want the mother to cry or the spouse to cry, and they begin to tell the children, why are you crying? If you cry, what would your mother do? Or what would your father do? And I'm asking, so if they don't cry, what would you want them to do? To begin to laugh? To begin to applaud the situation? You cannot do that. So when someone loses his or her beloved one, please allow that person to cry. But of course, there is a way to console someone and say, please be cautious, especially if that person is maybe if it's a woman, she's pregnant, and you tell her, please be careful. You're carrying a baby. You need to be careful. The way you cry could affect the baby. Not with just some words that would just say, you don't really understand really. You could just say, I do empathize with you, but could you just do it in a way that it will not affect you negatively? Because when we, overcry, it could turn out to be another problem, psychological, it can be a medical issue. So we should be careful. Just let the person understand that crying is okay, but let's do it with caution. And then of course another way not to tell or to help someone in bereavement is not to think that talking will help the matter. A huge number of people just think that the bereaved repetition of what occurred would help unburden the problem. I don't think it's right. Some people just come to the home and then, what exactly happened? Is it true? And then you want the bereaved to continue repeating that. The best way to deal with someone that is going through bereavement is try to allow that person to go through the process. Internalize the situation by himself or herself. It helps in a way for you to have the right timing to talk or just to react. Like I said earlier on, some people just think crying is not the best, especially in Africa. We think it's more mature when we don't cry, but that's not the truth. Or some people think because a man loses a wife, he shouldn't cry. Men don't cry. And scientists have told us, or doctors have told us, that men that don't cry actually are hurting themselves. Especially in such a situation that someone so dear to you, a child, a daughter, a son, or someone so dear goes, and then you think you can bottle that, and people try to help the person, and you begin to see a tussle, making the bereaved not have enough sleep, because you just are looking for a chance to express the pain off. So let's learn to allow people to go through this pain by crying a little bit and then be controlled in that crying. If we do that, we'll realize that we wouldn't have people that have mental issues, psychological issues, or anything that goes with it. Or you would begin to have people that are reactionary after going through bereavement. They'll begin to react, finding a way to vent out that anger or pain or regret of not expressing that. So when next you see someone bereaved, please allow him or her to cry. Okay, have you experienced such things that I just talked about? Or did you see, or you were in a place where you found out that it wasn't too nice the way people express consolation? Might as well talk to me, because I want to get some more ideas, because people are in pain. They need the right way to be helped. And maybe someone too will be guilty, not willingly, bringing more pain to someone going through pain. So have you experienced anyone? Send me, just write me that experience. Let's talk about it.